Abductions have started. We all know that this is not news. The regime has started abducting Bobi Wine supporters and foot soldiers as we heard in the 2026 general election. This came to be known when Bobi Wine came out to say and give a notice saying urgent security notice to all NUP leaders and activists. Ahead of our upcoming elections, the security outfit called Crime Intelligence, led by Christopher DAMULIRA, has once again activated a criminal operation of mass abductions and detentions or enforced disappearance targeting NUP leaders and pro-change activists in Kampala, Wakiso, Mukono, and surrounding districts. Comrades in other urban areas in the rest of the country are also targeted by this operation. That we have credible information started yesterday. Already, several comrades have been picked up. The executors of this operation have been divided into groups, with each group ordered to abduct at least 10 leaders, activists in their area of operation. We therefore strongly advise our leaders to take the following precaution measures. 1. Disable live location sharing on your phone and all apps that track your location. 2. Avoid moving alone or in predictable routines or routes that times, especially at night. Do not remain in one location for extended periods. If possible, do not stay or sleep in one place. If you identify, this is for suspicious vehicle or motorcycle following you, wear them. 5. Ensure that your immediate family members, especially children, are in safe location to deny security rogues the chance of using them as a bait. 6. Watch out for strangers hanging around your home. We request the neighbors of your leaders, of our leaders, to also alert them in time whenever they see suspicious people around their homes. 7. Ask your family and friends to avoid disclosing your whereabouts to anyone without first verifying the identity of those asking and their intentions. 8. If your family member or friends calls you urgently requesting to see you, do not immediately agree to meet them or disclose your location. First verify independently, because loved ones are often put on gunpoint to disclose details and location of our people. 9. Avoid having sensitive conversation, especially about vote protection plans, on direct phone calls. Also, delete messages or group chats or documents etc. concerning your planned activities, especially vote protection, however legitimate they may be. 10. Secure your phone with a strong password, not just fingerprint or face ID. 11. Trust your instincts. If something feels wrong, it is probably is. 12. Remain calm but vigilant at all times. Even with the prevailing situation, make it a point to continue agitating, mobilizing, and organizing for protest vote. To the people of Uganda, the regime will target leaders, but they cannot kill us all. They cannot arrest us all. Don't wait for any leader to tell you what to do. Let's take everything upon ourselves. If our polling agents are arrested, immediately become the polling agent. If one leader is picked up, even if it means it is me, let that not dampen our spirit. We are the leaders. We are the ones we've been waiting for. That is the tweet which was put out Bobi Wine, putting out an alarm that the regime has started abducting people. So in this episode, I've come to talk about how the regime is maneuvering this and how it's not news that General Museveni is planning to an extent of abducting Ugandans, what it means for our politics, and most importantly, the certain materials we can learn from the politics of our nation. But before I do this, I want to let you know that if you're new to this channel, please subscribe. And if you're watching this video from a different platform, please head on to YouTube, type in Sula Mawagali. There's a lot of content of this nature. If geopolitics and economics is what you want, this will be definitely the right channel for you to subscribe to. One, all dictators do three things when they want to subjugate the nation. 1. They will instill fear by abducting and arresting people. In that way, for example, last week they arrested Sarah Virete. The other day they arrested Kizza Besigye. Even before the election started, they first arrested Bobby Young, Achileo Chivumbi, Eddie Mutwe. Abductions. Later they were put in the basement to learn Runyangore. Now they are in original prison. That is a technique of instilling fear and threats. And trust me, on some people it works, because when you see a person like Sarah Birite, one was connection when he's arrested. What about a person like me who doesn't have any connections? So some people back down. I know very many people have backed down of speaking up because they've seen people being arrested. 2, some people compromise their boat of like nobody more. They are given positions so that they cannot speak against the injustice. And it can also work. Very many people have been given money. Some have been given positions. Okay? So those are the among the techniques that the dictators use to subjugate people. Okay? 3, at the extreme, they can also kill. Okay? I'm speaking in the context of very many dictators. So as we are heading into a transition, the regime is becoming more petty and scared, and is now activating the abduction route. And it's not new. They have abducted very many people on camera, even on camera. They have abducted people who after months are facing safe houses. To show that they activated the abduction chamber, BOBI WINE also came out to reveal that one of the councillors from Kawempe was abducted. BOBI WINE came out to say that our comrade Mukiibi Denis, who is the NUP candidate for Lord Councillor Kawempe South, has been abducted by heavily armed soldiers in Kawempe. He joins a long list of NUP leaders and activists who are being picked up by these criminals as we approach the 2026 election. Protest vote can bring an end. That is the tweet where BOBI WINE came out to say one of the leaders from Kawempe, who is also the flag bearer of NUP as a road councillor, has been abducted. For me, that's not news because they have abducted very many people. However, what pains me more is Genome 7 stood against abductions in 1980. Genome 7 stood against forceful disappearance. Genome 7 stood for constitutionalism, for human rights. Now is backtracking on everything. I made a video, I think last year. I came out to bet money. Tell me one thing that the previous government did that Genome 7 stood against that he has not done. There is nothing. If it's all about forceful disappearance, abductions, torture, he has done under his regime. And more worse things are going to happen because he doesn't have even the tenacity as he used to have. So there are going to be small governments in his government who want to take over, who are overzealous that they don't want change, and they will keep on doing such things. I feel bad that these things are happening. In fact, let me also show you the picture of the councillor who was abducted. Here's it. That is the picture of the councillor. So, I'm doing this video not because I'm happy. Today is that councillor, tomorrow it will be me or you. Yesterday it was Dr. Kiza Besigye, last week it was Sarah Birite, the other year it was Achille Chivumbi, the next week was Eddie Mutwe. No one is safe in a country which does not follow the law. For me, I keep on telling people that instead of abducting someone from his home, summon him to the Uganda police. Tell him to come with a lawyer. Produce him in court. Let the court expedite these hearings, convict him or not. But the issue of abduction, I don't stand with it. And as we are going on, these things are still going to happen. Of course, that's my opinion. My name is truly Mr. Makindi. Kale Sulaiman Mawagali. If you're not to this channel, please subscribe, like, and comment so that I can be motivated to do more of such videos. I'll see you on another one. Peace.